am going to plant a false memory in your head. Right now, in the next 60 seconds, you will not be able to stop it, and afterward, you will not be able to tell it is fake. This is not a trick or a trap. It is a demonstration of something scientists have proven over and over, and that a brand new study just took even further, using a drug that millions of people take. Your memory is not the reliable recording you believe it is. It is something far stranger and far easier to fool. So let us not just talk about it. Let me show you using your own mind in real time. Pay attention to the next few words, because you are about to catch your own brain in the act of inventing a memory and swearing that it is true. Here's the experiment. I am going to say a short list of words. Just listen. Do not try to memorize them. Ready, bed, rest, awake, tired, dream, night, blanket, doze, pillow, yawn. Okay, the list is done. Now quick, without rewinding, answer honestly in your head. Did I say the word sleep? A lot of you are now fairly sure that I did. You can almost hear it in the list, but go back and check. I never said the word sleep, not once. Yet your brain, hearing all those words that surround the idea of sleep, quietly manufactured it, filed it away as something you actually heard, and handed it to you with total confidence. That is a false memory, built in your head in about 10 seconds. And if your brain will invent a word it never heard, imagine what it does with the messier memories of your whole life. So why did that happen? Because of the single biggest myth about your own mind. You imagine memory works like a video camera. Something happens, your brain records it, and later you press play and watch it back exactly as it was. That is completely wrong. There is no recording. There is no little video file sitting untouched in your head. Instead, when something happens, your brain only saves a rough sketch, the gist, a few key fragments scattered across different regions. And later, when you remember, your brain does not press play. It rebuilds the whole scene from those fragments on the spot, filling in all the missing gaps with what probably happened, or what usually happens, or what would make sense. Most of the time, the reconstruction is close enough, but it is never a perfect copy. Every memory you have is a fresh painting made from a rough sketch every single time you look. And it gets stranger because of what happens the instant you remember something. Neuroscientists discovered that when you pull up a memory, it does not stay safely locked away. It becomes soft again, editable, fragile. For a short window, that memory's open, and whatever you are feeling now, whatever you have learned since, whatever someone just suggested to you, can quietly seep in and reshape it. And then your brain saves the new, altered version right over the old one. They call this reconsolidation, and it has a haunting consequence. The memories you revisit the most, your most precious, most replayed moments, are the ones you have edited the most. That cherished childhood scene is not a pristine original. It is a copy of a copy of a copy. We quietly corrupt the memories we love simply by loving them and returning to them again and again. Now here's where the new study comes in. Deep in your brain sits a small, seahorse-shaped structure called the hippocampus. It is your memory factory, the part that stamps new experiences into lasting memories and helps keep the real ones separate from the imagined ones. And this is exactly the region that certain common drugs hit hardest. Researchers found that under the influence of a widely used drug, people became even more likely to form these false memories, confidently recalling words and events that were never there. Because when you dampen the hippocampus, you loosen the brain's grip on the boundary between what really happened and what was merely suggested or imagined. The gap filling gets sloppier, the suggestibility goes up. The drug does not create a new flaw. It just turns up the volume on the gap filling machine that is already running inside every single one of us, sober or not. But surely you think your really important memories are safe, the vivid ones. The moment you heard shocking news where you were, who you were with, burned in forever in perfect detail. Scientists have a name for these, flashbulb memories. And they studied them, cleverly, by asking people to write down exactly where they were the day after a huge, shocking event, and then asking them again years later. The results were startling. People's later memories were often dramatically wrong. Wrong location, wrong people, wrong details. And yet, here is the chilling part. Their confidence had not dropped at all. They were just as certain of the false version as they had been of the true one. So the vividness of a memory and the confidence you feel in it tells you almost nothing about whether it actually happened. The brightest memories can be just as fake as the dim ones. And it goes far beyond a single word. You can plant an entire event. In a landmark experiment, the psychologist Elizabeth Loftus and her team gently suggested to adults that, as children, they had once been lost in a shopping mall. It never happened. But with just a few repeated suggestions, roughly 1 in 4 of them came to remember it. And not vaguely. They added their own vivid details. They described the fear. They invented the kind stranger who found them. A completely fabricated childhood event, grown from a single suggestion until it felt like a real and treasured memory. Since then, researchers have implanted all kinds of false childhood memories in people, of events that simply never occurred. If a few gentle suggestions can write an entire false chapter into your childhood, then think about how many suggestions, stories, and retellings have shaped your memories over an entire lifetime. This is not just a curiosity, it has sent innocent people to prison. For decades, eyewitness testimony was the gold standard of evidence. A witness points across a courtroom and says, with total certainty, that is the person. And juries believe them, precisely because that certainty is so convincing. But when DNA evidence started overturning old convictions, a chilling pattern emerged. The single leading cause of those wrongful convictions of innocent people locked away for years was mistaken eyewitness memory. Honest people, absolutely certain of what they saw, and completely wrong. Their memories had been quietly reshaped by stress, by the way questions were asked, by time, and by the simple act of remembering. The most confident testimony in the world could not outrun the basic fact we have been uncovering this whole time. Memory is not a recording, it is a reconstruction, and a reconstruction can be built wrong. So step back and feel the weight of this. Almost everything you call yourself is built on memory. Your personality, your beliefs, your sense of being one single continuous person across all the years of your life. It all rests on the story of your past. And we have just learned that this story is a reconstruction, sketched roughly, rebuilt constantly, edited by every recall, warped by suggestion, and we now know, easily fooled by a common drug or a stray hint. Which means the self you feel so certain of is not standing on solid rock. It is standing on a story that is part true and part invention, and that you genuinely cannot fully separate from the inside. You are not the reader of a fixed and accurate autobiography. You are its author, still writing, unable to tell, in places, your own memory from your own imagination. But here's the twist that turns all of this around. The very flaw that makes your memory unreliable is also a gift. If your memory were a perfect, permanent recording, you would be its prisoner. Every wound would stay exactly as sharp as the day it was made, replaying forever, unchangeable. But because memory is editable, it can also heal. This is quietly how much of therapy actually works. You return to a painful memory, and in that soft, open window where it becomes changeable, again you lay something new beside it. Understanding, a wider view, compassion. You do not erase what happened, but you get to change what it means to you now, and that new meaning is what gets saved. So yes, your past is not the solid, trustworthy thing you believed. It never was. But that also means you were never chained to it. The pen was always in your hand. So the next time you reach for a memory you would swear on your life is true, hold it just a little more gently. You are not opening a sealed recording. You are picking up wet clay, and your own fingerprints are already all over it. A single word slipped into a list can plant a memory in seconds. A gentle suggestion can write a false chapter into your childhood. A common drug can loosen the whole thing further. And your own brain quietly rewrites your past every time you dare to remember it. Your history is not a fixed place behind you, exactly as it was. It is a living story told in the present by a storyteller who is always quietly revising. The question was never whether your memories are perfectly true. They are not, and they never were. The real question is what story you choose to keep telling from here. So let me leave you with this. If your past is something you are always rewriting anyway, then what do you want to start remembering differently? Tell me in the comments. And if you love the real science explained without the boring parts, subscribe to First Principles Talk. We're just getting started.